This right here is a 2005 Ford Focus that I ended up purchasing from the Copart auto auction. My final bid ended up being $975, which makes it one of the cheaper cars that I've purchased recently. It's got just over 100,000 miles, and the condition that it's in is definitely not typical of the cars that I flipped recently on this channel. So in this video, we're going to take a closer look at what I bought, go over its condition, and see whether this Ford Focus turns out to be a hidden gem. Bought it sight unseen. Let's see how well this car does. Let's give it a start. The car has started, and we got no check engine lights, which is great, but I am hearing that loud buzz on the dashboard, so it looks like the engine mounts will need to be most likely replaced. This is actually the same exact car that I did my very first flip on this channel that you guys absolutely just video exploded, but this one's a little bit different. And the reason why it's a little bit different is because this Ford Focus, actually, if you see right there, this Ford Focus ended up hitting a deer. So let's kind of walk around the car and see everything that we need to fix on this Ford Focus to go ahead and get it sold. The first thing, as you guys can tell, that just kind of pops out is this front windshield, which I actually have my friend stopping by today, and he's going to go ahead and replace that windshield. Not sure exactly how much it's going to cost. He's going to let me know later. And then as you guys see, this stuff right here, it's from hitting the deer. It will need a very nice clean, as well as this side mirror right here, which I've actually already gone ahead and purchased for $40. It's supposed to come sometime this week. And so after those two things are replaced, outside of the car will just need a clean, and it's going to be good to go. I do see that it seems like it might have been in more than one accident, because if you guys look right here, the gap that we see here is a little bit smaller than we actually see on this side. This side has a much bigger gap, but again, this car is a 2005. It's not perfect, and if whoever buys it, it's probably going to be like some student that's driving to school, or someone that's going to be doing, like, I don't know, DoorDash or Amazon Flex. We can also see the scuff marks, which I assume is from the deer. These windows are a little bit tinted, so that is pretty nice. But the one thing that I'm a little frustrated about this car, and I'm going to call out Copart on this one. So if we go inside here, we get into the car, we will notice a hole. And this hole was not here when the pictures were taken of this car at the Copart auction. And to be honest with you, that was one of the reasons why I ended up picking this Ford Focus, which sounds kind of weird, but I ended up picking up this Ford Focus just because it was so well put together. It had that screen, and I was just thinking, well, fix the windshield, fix the side mirror, boom, done, ready to go. You can just quickly flip it. But now I have this issue. The screen is missing. So what that means is I need to go and purchase another screen. Well, how much does it cost, you might be asking? Well, let me tell you. If you go to Best Buy and you want to purchase a brand new one, the same exact one, which I actually got kind of lucky, in the trunk there was a little paper that said the name of that screen, so I guess they left the booklet in the trunk. At least something positive about this. But get this, it costs $320. I picked this car up for $900. Yes, with fees it came out to $1,300, but 25% of the car is just the screen is what I'm gonna have to replace, which is a bit of a bummer, but I guess that's what you get with these auctions. And I did go ahead and reach out to Copart to try to get this figured out, but there really is nothing that you can do about it. And for those of you that want to play cars through auctions, this is what you get oftentimes, is they take pictures of the car, and then when you receive it, it's different. The keys are missing, the screen is missing, other parts of the car are missing. It is a bit frustrating, but I guess you just have to kind of expect this with these auctions. What my assumption is the owner probably stopped by and was like, hey, I want to pick up some stuff from the car. And maybe he didn't tell them that he's picking up the screen, or maybe he did and they still allowed him. I don't know exactly what happened, but Copart, if you're watching this, do something about it. Do something. But I guess it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we'll need to buy that screen, replace the windshield, replace the side mirror, get this thing cleaned up, because it is a little bit dirty. Not a little bit. It's pretty dirty. I don't know if I'm going to be taking this car to the detail guy. It is probably going to cost me around $400 to get this car detailed, which I don't know if I'll be able to get a bigger return on that $400 that I'm going to put into the car to get it cleaned up. So if I'm putting $400 to get it cleaned, I want to get at least $800 more, which I don't think I will be able to get for it. So I'm going to get this thing cleaned up on my own this time. I'm gonna unleash my mediocre cleaning skills, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. But this might be a pretty quick flip. But first things first, gotta get this windshield replaced. So there's this magic trick I learned. I want to show you guys. See this cracked windshield here? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. As easy as that. It's pretty amazing how much of a difference that one repair made. The next repair on the list was replacing the driver's side mirror. When the car struck a deer, the impact was severe enough to completely rip out the mirror off of the door, leaving it damaged beyond repair. Since a functioning side mirror is pretty much essential for safe driving, it was one of the first items I wanted to take care of. After doing a little researching, I ended up finding a replacement on eBay for just $40, which was a lot cheaper than I expected. All right, let's see how well this works. If we have it all set up, I will move this little button right here back and forth, and this window should be working. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I think I need to actually tighten this a little more. There it is. Okay. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we have both of the side mirrors in. We got one right there. And we also have the second one right here, all matching. So as you guys remember in my prior Ford Focus video, I had the same exact issue where the motor mounts were going bad. And so inside the car, you can hear a really, really loud rattle on the dashboard. And that's exactly what I am hearing right now. So in order to diagnose which motor mount we need to replace, I am sure all should be replaced. But for the sake of this video, I think I will only go ahead and replace the one that actually needs to be replaced. And what I'll do is I'll put this wrench, this metal wrench or whatever you want to call it, underneath this motor mount, and then I will go ahead and lift it up, and I will have my wife sit inside of the car and let me know once the rattle goes away. If the rattle goes away, that means this is the only one that we need to replace. Okay, so when you feel that the rattling goes away, let me know, okay? All right, let's give this a try. Not always easy to get it in there. Is it better?
Yeah, much better.
Much better? Okay, perfect. Well, looks like this is the motor mount that we will be replacing. I'll go ahead and order that. Once it comes in, I will add support under the engine to hold it up while I go ahead and replace that motor mount. Honestly, this doesn't look too bad, but it definitely helped when I would raise it up when the car was running and the sound would get quieter. But yeah, let's put a new one in and let's see if it helps. Okay, I've gone ahead and changed the engine mount on the right side, so I will give this car a start and see if this dashboard still does a lot of shaking and vibration noise. So let's check it out. You guys might not hear it on camera, but I'll let you know. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Wow, that is much better. That is much better. I can barely hear any vibration noise. Beautiful. It's pretty amazing what just an engine mount can do. It changes everything in the car. It just sounds so much better and quieter. Wow, definitely much better. So I think one of the last things I need to do is change out this radio. I did try to get that same aftermarket that was supposed to come with the car, but it was taken out. But I went ahead and got one of these radios. These are stock radios from the local pick and pull. I'm gonna go ahead and install this, and the interior should be good as far as anything else that I need parts wise. But this car will need a cleaning and get this car ready to sell, because one of my friends actually just sold the same kind for around 3,500. So I think that's maybe where we can get it. And the mileage on my Ford Focus is actually less. This Ford Focus has 111,000 miles. The one that he sold a few days ago had, I think it was 135,000 miles. So let's put it together and hopefully we'll have it ready to sell here soon. It's just a little battery. What's going on? Oh, there you go. And the final step is just to click everything in, and hopefully it'll look all nice. All right. So I opened this glove box here and I found that this prior owner had a Bible, which is pretty cool. Had a Bible in the car. Not everyone has that in their car nowadays. Also, the nice thing about this car is this car comes with a lot of straws. So if you're ever thirsty, choose which color you want. No, but in reality, this car actually has the original sticker on the window. Let's see how much it actually cost back in the day. It was purchased MSRP for $15,875, and I think this car is worth around 3.5. So do the math of how much percentage it has fallen down since it was purchased back in 05. This is a 2005 ZX4. Since the car was ready to sell, I wanted to make sure that it would pass DEQ. The test checks that the car's emission system is working properly and that it's not producing excessive pollution. If the car doesn't pass, the new owner wouldn't be able to complete the registration process. So before listing it for sale, I wanted to make sure that it would pass that test without any problems. And it did. After detailing the car and giving the tires a shine, I listed it for sale for $3,950. I had a few people reach out about the car, and a few actually came and took a look at it, but no one was serious enough to pull the plug. After letting the car sit on market for a few weeks, I finally had a buyer stop by who seemed interested. We talked numbers for a little bit, and after going back and forth, we finally ended up on a price of $3,150. Considering what I had already put into the car up to that point and how the sale had been going, I thought that it was a fair deal, and so we shook hands and finalized the sale. As you can see in the cost breakdown, this definitely was not one of my most profitable flips, but it definitely brought me a lot of a great experience that I didn't have with the other flips that I did that were donations or theft recoveries. I'd love to know from you guys, what other videos would you like to see on this channel?